So let's discuss tricarboxylic acid cycle, the TCA cycle. TCA cycle begins by the glycolic end product known as pyruvate. So the end product from glycolysis, pyruvate, dehydrogenate to make acetyl CoA, and this is the main thing which can be converted in multiple things to make multiple products. So acetyl CoA, it's from pyruvate which dehydrogenate, which uses which uses NADH to remove the electron hydrogen atom to make acetyl CoA. This acetyl CoA, it is add up, or it react with oxaloacetate to oxaloacetate and acetylcholine. It get react with synthase enzyme to make citrate. So the enzyme here is citrate synthase. So we are making citrate. So citrate synthase enzyme. Acetyl CoA react with oxaloacetate with the help of synthase enzyme to make citrate. This citrate is converted into isocitrate, which is another isomer of this citrate molecule. Now this isocitrate again undergo deisocitrate dehydrogenase using ADP as a stimulator or activator, and this isocitrate dehydrogenase enzyme is a rate limiting enzyme, and this dehydrogenase yield NADH, which is used in electron transport chain, and also carbon dioxide. So isocitrate dehydrogenase enzyme, it decarboxylase and also dehydrogenate isocitrate to make alpha ketoglutarate. So alpha ketoglutarate substrate. This alpha ketoglutarate, it again undergo alpha keto dehydrogenate and yield NADH, also carbon dioxide. So we are just removing carbon dioxide from carbon molecule from citrate, isocitrate and alpha ketoglutarate to make succinyl CoA. So now we have after dehydrogenating alpha ketoglutarate, we can make now succinate and releasing succinyl CoA. Dehydrogenating alpha ketoglutarate to make succinyl CoA to make succinyl CoA, alpha ketoglutarate, and to stimulate or to help this enzyme alpha ketoglutarate, we use the complexes which are also used by pyruvate dehydrogenase enzyme, that is vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, vitamin B5 and lipoate or lipoic acid. So we use thiamine, we use riboflavin, we use niacin, and we use pantothenic acid. and this all complexes, these are the cofactor which is used by pyruvate dehydrogenase and also used by alpha ketoglutarate to make succinyl CoA. B1, always remember the B1 because B1 vitamin thiamine is very much important and it is related to pretty much every cycle whenever we are describing, or the question stem describing the chronic alcoholic disorder patient or chronic alcoholic patient. So whenever in the clinical vignette there is a clue of chronic alcoholic patient, we always remember this vitamin B1 thiamine. So if thiamine is deficient, we cannot make succinyl CoA, so the TCA gets stopped. No NADH formed, increased level of NAD. So this succinyl CoA, it removing this CoA, removing that CoA along with GTP. This is important product. GTP, it is the important triphosphate product which is very much tested to make succinate. So succinyl CoA give succinate molecule. Succinyl CoA, alpha ketoglutarate, isocitrate, citrate, succinyl CoA. So after giving the GTP, this succinyl CoA get converted into succinate. Succinate uses FADH2, removing this FADH from the succinate, or we can form fumarate. This succinate, the conversion of succinate into fumarate is also known as succinate dehydrogenase, because we have discussed it in the electron transport chain that complex 2 is also known as succinate dehydrogenase, and that enzyme use succinate to remove hydrogen or electrons from succinate to make fumarate. So this goes to the electron transport chain. This NADH also used for electron transport chain. The fumarate is get converted into malate, and now the malate also dehydrogenate to make NADH, so to release oxaloacetate. So the whole cycle is very much simplified over here. We have the pyruvate which comes from glycolysis, or from any mainly from glycolysis or from any other source. This pyruvate is dehydrogenate using all that enzyme which are B1, B2, B3, B5 and lipoic acid. These enzymes also used by alpha ketoglutarate. They release acetyl CoA which reacts with oxaloacetate and using enzyme synthase to make citrate synthase enzyme, so making citrate, which convert to isocitrate, which dehydrogenate using ADP as a stimulator to relieve this isocitrate dehydrogenase is the rate limiting enzyme, and it dehydrogenate release one molecule of NADH as electron, which goes to electron transport chain and carbon dioxide. Then then it releases alpha ketoglutarate using these all complexes, and alpha ketoglutarate using the enzyme dehydrogenate to make succinyl CoA. Succinyl CoA releasing GTP by the help of PEP citrate kinase enzyme to make it is also known as in the PEPCK enzyme, kinase enzyme, to make GTP and CoA and releases succinate. Succinate undergo succinate dehydrogenase to release FADH2 molecule, which convert into fumarate to malate, malate dehydrogenate to make NADH. So in one round of TCA, we can make three NADH molecule and one FADH molecules and one GTP. So this is all about the TCA cycle. So CK, then we have the S, F, M and O. In the mnemonic, in the first state, that is citrate is Krebs starting substrate. Citrate is the Krebs cycle starting substrate for making oxaloacetate. So these all are the mnemonics I have highlighted here. So TCA cycle is also known as Krebs cycle. Acetyl CoA produces the one NADH and one carbon dioxide molecule. The TCA cycle produces the whole pyruvate to acetyl CoA dehydrogenate releasing NADH and CO2, which we'll describe in this line. And then the whole cycle releases 3 molecules of NADH, 1 molecule of FADH2, 2 hydrogen, 2 carbon dioxide molecule, 1 GTP per acetyl CoA, 1 GTP, and the whole system releases 10 ATPs. So this is all about the TCA cycle.